It's week 3 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Mike Evans. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Bucs and the Thunderbirds, next on Madden Football.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Toronto Thunderbirds taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud of being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Thunderbirds are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a fourth-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
A first carry for Rachaad White. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Okay, ready? Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time, but you still...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jordan Love with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Thunderbirds have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He completes this to Russell Gage. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. A first down throw for Cousins. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll go up the middle with White. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 22.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And quickly they get to the line.
42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Thunderbirds.
Love now. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well. And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is now 21-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Cousins throw taken in by Palmer. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Evans here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Cousins on 1st down. To the sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. And this is caught by Evans. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 23, here's 2nd down and a yard. They run straight ahead here with White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Cousins now from the 50. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go play action. Cousins. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins. There's Evans again, complete. And the Bucs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
White going to take this down just short of the goal line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Third and goal for Cousins. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Kalijah Cansey in on the stop. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, Thunderbirds.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Shifts by him. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Toronto.
Here's a give up the middle. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Thunderbirds are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Cousins. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Cousins. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll throw again. Cousins. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Cousins now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang out to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Thunderbirds are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. One last shot now for Cousins. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down